Hey, welcome everyone. It's Enricojenko. Team Alliance, Blueprint for Daily Income. As usual, as always, I welcome you here. Hopefully, some information that I shoot at you will helpfully, is that a word? Well, hopefully it will help you make more money in your business. The headline says just another way to build a future with home business. And how do you start to put together a future with home while you're working a home business? The way I like to look at it is that I like to look at things as streams of income. Okay? I like to have income streams. To create income streams, there's a hard way to do it. I believe in it. I believe there's an easier way to do it. The hard way for most is going to be recruiting and selling. Selling and recruiting is an activity that no one wants to do. They don't want to sell, and they don't want to recruit family and friends. It just has a negative connotation to it that no one wants to put on themselves. Even though selling is the highest paying career, period. I don't care what comes about, engineers and rocket scientists or whatever you might, doctors. Only career that pays higher than those is a sales career. And the great thing about sales career is that you don't even need any education, really. If you could sell, if you know how to sell, maybe you're a natural born salesman, you can hop into a sales job and make six to eight figures if that's what you want, if you have the drive to do that. Me personally, selling not too good at that part. So when I hopped online and was looking for online businesses and home businesses I can start off, everything that I came to, saw, noticed had to do with selling and recruiting. I mean, even the smaller little businesses emphasize that you're going to have to recruit. They'll tell you it's simple to recruit, but in the end of it, it always ends up being that you're going to have to recruit. That's what always surprised me about people that hop from program to program without having any success. If you're not able to sell the program that you're currently in, you're not going to be able to sell the next program that you get into. Okay? You might make a few sales just on the fact that it's a new program and people are curious, but any consistent income you're not going to be able to make. That's why I had to change my strategy when I got online. Because once I found out that I had to recruit people and that it was necessary for me to have an audience to make instant income. See, that's the thing. You'll see all these advertisements that are talking about making instant money. All right? They'll tell you, someone will tell you, well, I made $500 today instantly. I made $700 right to my payment process, whether it be PayPal or whatever. Right into my account. I made $700 in 2 days. Well, when people give you that line, what's happening is that they already have an audience that knows them. All right? So when you already have an audience that knows who you are and you've been speaking to them on a regular, maybe for a couple of months or maybe even a year, who knows? But you've been speaking to these people regularly. They open up your emails because they know you have some valuable stuff to offer. When you have that, those programs become easy. Then those programs become a moneymaker for you because you have the background. You have the assets to make them work. And the asset for that is to have a list. Okay, so I wanted a list too, but I knew that making that list would take a while, and I have time constraints. It's time constraints. I have things that must be done in 60 days and 90 days. So those have constraints on my time and what I'm able to do and how I'm able to spend my money. All right. And everyone has these priorities that they have. They got to prioritize their money. It's just the way money is until we've grown it large enough where things that are priorities get taken care of simply. All right, that's the whole thing. We want to grow. So just like anyone else, I wanted to make money online, but I wanted to do it without having to run around selling anything. And this is where the income programs, the cash programs online come into the picture. Because in my thinking was, well, I see all these advertisements for them. Do any of them work? Is it possible that one or two of these might work and they're not some type of scam or some thief being behind it trying to steal my hard-earned money? All right, so I set out to find, did any of these work? And what I did find out was that many of them worked. Many of these types of programs worked. They worked especially well if you had a list to promote to. If you had your own audience to promote to, these online programs work very well. All right, but I didn't start off with that. I didn't start off with that. So I had to start off with a program that allowed me to make money within the program even before I did any types of promoting or recruiting. Okay, so that's what led me into a lot of the cash programs that I deal with now. And there's different types of programs, as I told you before. There's rev shares and high yield income programs and all manners of MLMs and matrices and cyclists. It's many programs, many programs. But one thing particular that you need to know about this is that you're going to spend money in the program, you're going to lose money in programs, right? So you have to psychologically be able to understand that when you lose money, you have to jump back on your horse and get back to work. I lost money a couple of times, many times, because everything is not just a win. All right. This market that you're in, this home business income industry, the home business industry, it's constantly being innovated. New innovations come up, or programs in different forms are being reinvigorated. And you got all types of, like, this industry takes all types of people. It's almost like you're on murderer's row. You got scum and scoundrels running businesses, and it's up to you to pick out the ones that you feel that the administration and the ownership behind the program is worth your money. Okay, that's the fight that we have. Picking out the programs that are worth you investing or placing your money into the program, and then getting something and getting your money out. All right, and only you can. That's going to be an action only you're going to be able to take. I can put my money in, get my money out. You're not going to get anything from it. Okay, you're not going to get anything from it. So a lot of this, You could watch these videos all year to familiarize yourself with the industry. But if you don't have any money on the line or any skin in the game, you're not going to earn any money or grow any skin. On the flip side of that, you're not going to lose anything either. But no wins and no losses represent no activity at all, and no activity represents no money, no business. All right, so we're not going to be here to squander our money, but we need to spend the money so we can get data. What do you mean by data? We need to know for ourselves how a program is rocking. We can't always just take the advice of what we see and who we see online. Because what we see and who we see, sometimes not who they actually portray themselves to be. Sometimes those people are even wrong. All right? Just like I said, I've been wrong on occasions earlier when this industry was taking shape and I was trying to find my way around it. I've been wrong also. All right? But it's the responsibility of the business owner, me and you, to find out how we can make profits and revenue into our business. And the only way you could do that is having skin in the game, putting some money on the line, finding out what works for you, and how you can continue to do that. What I do is pretty simple. I find a program I like, I put money into that program, I build that program up. Once I build it to a acceptable level or whatever that might be, I then start taking the profits from that program, and then I'm placing it into program B or program number 2, and rinsing and repeating that same activity. So I go from one winning program, profiting from that, and using those profits to build another program. So then I have another income stream. And I do that because I always want to have 3, 4, maybe 5 income streams just in case one falters. I'm not looking forward to it faltering. I believe I get into a program with the belief that the ownership behind the program is going to lead us in the right way, but that is not always the case. All right? How many storefronts that you see around in your neighborhood, they fold sometimes for whatever reason. Most of the time it's because of lack of funds and the movement of money into their programs, right? So those are some things we want to look out for, and a way to just look at your particular business and how you want to form it and what's necessary out of you to get the most out of it. Like I said, you don't want to just be listening to people and watching and reading. You want to actually get out there, put some money on the line, find out for yourself what works and what does not work. All right? It's Enricojenko. Once again, you can always call me, text me, 347-815-0689.